Hi, now that we have gone through the develop module, so I'm going to take you through from start to the end how I work through an image. And in this case, I am not going to be using the presets on this left hand corner here because this image was taken in Lake Toba in North Sumatra. In the early morning hours, the colors were so rich, and this image at this point of time definitely doesn't do it justice. So we're going to work through this image, and a lot of precise editing is needed, and I'm going to walk you through this right now. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go down here to lens correction, and since the profile of my camera is available, I'm going to check both these boxes here, and then I'm going to go up again, and we're going to start with cropping the image. So as you can see, there's two things. There's some distractions that I want to remove, and at the same time the horizon is not straight, and let's straighten that right now. So it's straight right now, and it looks great, and I'm just gonna press enter. So this picture is cropped right now, and I'm gonna remove some spots. So let's do that right now. So I'm gonna remove these two small little bright spots. I'm gonna leave the one here as it is. Next, I am gonna work on the temperature and the tint, and I'm going for a slightly more bluish coal magenta look. So I'm gonna reduce the temperature here a little bit. Gonna increase more towards the magenta. Okay, that looks nice. Next, I'm gonna reduce the exposure a little bit, and then increase a little bit of the contrast. Next, moving down, I'm gonna increase the clarity a little bit and dehaze, just to bring out the sharpness, increase the vibrance, a little bit of the saturation, and then increase the shadows to brighten up the shadows a little bit, and then maybe bring down the saturation. Let's continue working through this. I'm going to reduce the sharpening here a little bit, and because I could see that because this was shot at a very low ISO, that there are some noise in the image. So to reduce that, I'm gonna reduce the noise by increasing the luminance here. Now before we end this workflow, I'm gonna do two more things. I'm just gonna go back to the crop feature and bring out the top a little bit more, so that we can just focus in on the sky that has the clouds. So this looks about great. And then the next thing I'm going to apply is a graduated filter on the sky only. So let's do that. So I'm just going to just drag down, and then you will see this adjustment for the graduated filter. I'm just going to reduce the exposure, and the sky is looking a little bit more dramatic. This looks great. I'm going to lower the highlights a little bit, add a little bit more contrast, a little bit of clarity. That looks great. And then I'm going to close this, and here we go. So this is how the image looked like straight from the camera, raw. And after the workflow, this is how the image looks like now.